Welcome back to Faith with Flavors, and I am Lois.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Terry.
We're back today with an exciting topic. Boy, we're going to enjoy this one here. And it's called Nurse or Purse, or Purse or Nurse, however you want to say it.
And you felt that so good, your earring fell off.
My earring fell off.
But Barbara said it might be the reverse. I remember that.
Exactly right. You are right.
Yes,
so I'm going to start off reading you a story about the purse, and then we're going to talk about it. Just stay right here. The characters are Monica Reynolds and Jalen Brooks. See how we enjoy ourselves?
Yes, we just having fun, y'all.
Monica is a 57-year-old polished, successful woman who owns 2 beauty supply stores. She loved looking elegant and spent years rebuilding her confidence after a painful, terrible divorce. One evening when she was hanging out in a lounge, she met this guy named Jalen Brooks, 29 years old, smooth with a smile and endless compliments for her. Jalen, he made her feel so special and beautiful again. He called her queen, opened doors, posted pictures online of them hanging out together. At first, Monica didn't mind none of this. She loved it. She told her friend, Lord, this man make me feel so good.
She feel alive
Over
again,
time, she noticed something about him. He only became extra affectionate when he needed something from her, like have his phone bill paid, money for his car repairs, to help with investments, to give cash until payday. One time when Monica said no, this guy disappeared for 3 whole days. No calls, no texts, no nothing. A few months later, Monica's business slowed down unexpectedly, and she had to say, look, I ain't got no more money. And when she told him she didn't have any more money, suddenly his energy shifted. And it's like, what's going on? The phone calls stopped. The sweet messages became shorter and shorter. The visits became rare. Then one day, Monica saw a social media post where he was vacationing with another older woman in another city. Her heart was broken, but the lesson became clear. Jalen wasn't really attached to Monica's soul. He was attached to the lifestyle her pocketbook / purse could provide. What do you think?
I'm still sitting here going, what? It wouldn't have been me, but okay. Not my purse. I just got enough in my purse to take care of me.
You know, I had a man ask me one time, a mutual friend introduced us, and the first thing out of his mouth was not hello, not how are you, not nice to meet you. He looked me dead in the eye and said, how much money you got? And I looked him dead in the eye and said, I got enough for me. You got enough for you?
That's right.
And I bet you could hear crickets, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah, he didn't like me. I was one of them smart mouth sassy women that, he didn't like that. He not alive anymore, bless his heart. I didn't kill him.
He died of hunger.
I think he might have died of loneliness.
This is gonna be a subject that we are up in age, so
we've
been there, done that, got T-shirt and a hat.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
But to listen to Monica's story, now she was a very successful woman.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering about her self-esteem. Because
it had to be in the floor.
But I'm gonna tell you, we women who all in on our businesses, sometimes we don't pay attention to those red flags. So we get slapped in the face, but we so busy getting it done that we make excuses for people. Now, I can honestly say, I never been somebody's purse, but I've had people try to get in my purse. I've had people who came to me with bad intentions. And as women, sometimes when we get so focused on a goal, we stop looking at those little details that tell us exactly who these people are.
Agreed.
Yes.
And a lot of good women now, today, and in the past, have been swindled by these jokers.
Wow. That's going to be a hot topic.
This is going to be a hot topic. We're coming back to you. And listen, when you watch it, tell us, whether or not this has happened to you. Comment and let us know. We'll be right back.
Now, we are just having so much fun with this one. But Monica, she was rebuilding her confidence after a painful divorce. Now, it's hard for me to believe that she was even interested in anybody at that time. I don't know, maybe
Why not?
after a painful divorce.
Yeah, when you're divorced, you're kind of in a little
A
place
funk.
for a while.
But
Yes,
then-
a big funk
but
for a
did-
little while.
do you think she went through a healing process?
Well, I don't know how long she healed.
No, I think Jalen was a very observant man. He saw this
Oh.
stylish, classy lady. But I'm gonna tell you, we can't hide for so much.
Yeah.
People can read your face, your body language.
true.
You got your designer stuff on, your makeup's
Yes.
right, your hair's right, and you're sitting there looking beautiful, but you're alone. He said, I bet you
I could get
this is an easy mark for me.
Wow.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna run my game. And she wasn't Stella getting her groove back. She was Monica getting taken advantage of while she was still vulnerable from a broken heart. Because even if you know the divorce is the right thing to do, it still breaks your heart.
It still breaks your heart because you feel like you failed at something.
When you feel like you failed at something, you second guess yourself. You're like, what if I had tried this one more thing? Or even sometimes as women who believe in God, we're like, well, maybe I just should have prayed more. You know, you find all these reasons why somebody else shouldn't be accountable for their behavior too. It takes two.
He done cheated on you 5 times. How many times do you need to go through this? I just don't know. How many prayers is it going to take?
Yeah, and just ask any man that ever ghosted me. I ain't try to find them. I wasn't looking for them. If you didn't want to talk to me for 3 days, that told me something.
And sometimes you have to be very comfortable with that door that the Lord closed.
That's true.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
He closed that door for a reason.
For a reason. For your
Absolutely.
protection.
For your protection.
But people will tell you go back, and they'll give you 16 different reasons why you ought to go back. And you know the one that the Lord told you, this ain't what I had planned for you, don't go back.
Well, tell them to go back. You ain't
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
you go live with them. You
Because
know
what-
you so good, you go
What
live
happened
with
in the Bible when the woman was told not to look back?
She turned to a pillar of salt.
Okay.
Everything was over for her.
Okay.
God didn't give me no go back spirit. He said go forward.
Go forward.
right.
Oh, I like
You
that.
know, I have this little scenario.
Like that.
There's a reason why the rear view mirror is so small and the front window is so big, because the Lord does not intend for you to keep looking behind you. That's why
That's
the rear view mirror is so small. He wants you
That's
to look out, look what's ahead, what He has for you.
Yes.
And we have to learn how to embrace that. And Monica had not learned how to embrace that. She was still broken.
Yes. Yes. Still
Well,
broken.
she was probably waiting to be found, because you know the word tells us that we're wives, and the man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So instead of us out looking for somebody, we waiting to be found. But I'm gonna tell
Wow.
you, these jokers waiting to find an easy mark too.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And this is what he was doing because Monica was 57.
Yes.
And he was 29.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
And so he had made this a practice, apparently.
She was 28 years older than he.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna quote the famous,
Uh-oh.
unforgettable
Uh-oh.
Lucille Rawls Hardy. My cousin, my mentor, lived to be over 100 years old,
Yes.
and she told me a long time ago, before she passed away, she would give me little nuggets of advice. And she said, Terry, when these young men are all nice to you, they don't want you. She said, they just being nice. She said, accept the compliment, let them open the door. She said, but don't pay any attention to that, because it's time out for that.
Oh.
Some things is not that you've missed your time. It's just maybe this is not the right person. Now, if you find somebody younger than you that love you, treat you right and all that, that's wonderful, because it can happen. But you have to be using every ounce of discernment and be prayerful about that, because everything that's shiny ain't valuable.
And you know what I say too is that you're either adding to me or multiplying.
That's
if
right.
you're subtracting and dividing,
No,
you're
that's not my
you're a
math.
liability. You're not an
Yes.
asset to me,
No.
regardless of what your age is. You're either adding or multiplying me.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
let's shout out to Lettuce. We love your song. I'm gonna play it when I get home. What can you add to me?
What can you add to you?
Yes. So we're coming back.
Yes.
Because we love you, and we know we'll talk about some things that you can relate to. You got to tell us how you related to it, because I know it happened to you too.
Yes, thank you and welcome back. Listen, we're still talking about the purse and the nurse, or the nurse and the purse, whichever. But we're having so much fun with this. And one thing I noticed that Jalen did, he made Monica feel beautiful again.
Oh yeah, the
He made
attention.
her feel like a queen.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, can you imagine coming out of a painful divorce? Somebody done told you maybe you're too ugly, or you're too fat, or you're too this, done talked about you and run you down so bad. And now here comes a young man that tells you you're beautiful and treats you like a queen and open your door.
Lois, the worst thing.
Oh my goodness.
The worst thing is maybe you were living in the house with somebody who never spoke to you, never looked at you, never took you anywhere, never invited you to go anywhere, never wanted to go anywhere. You invited them too. And now you got this young, good-looking man that's making you go like this. And he's saying how pretty you are. And he's saying all the nice things that you haven't heard, and you don't even know if you ever heard those words. It's been so long.
So it's your prior experiences that it's Monica's prior experiences that caused her to be sucked in by this.
Oh
Yes, to
yeah.
be
She
sucked in by
was
this.
vulnerable.
Yes,
And
very
trust
so.
me, you gotta give yourself some time and space to get your strength back when
To
life
heal.
hits you hard.
Because it's gonna hit.
Yes.
It's if you are a human being, life is gonna hit you hard at some point in time, and you gotta remember that.
And it's not just a woman coming off a divorce. If you're coming out of a big loss, you lost your job.
Yes.
You're feeling kind of bad about yourself because you don't know why you did a good job and they didn't appreciate you.
Yes.
You lost a close loved one. When you look at the stressors in life,
Yes.
divorce, marriage,
Yes.
job loss, they all rank right up there with death.
Loss is loss.
It's serious. And if you were one of those people that your job meant too much to you, and it was your sense of identity, and you had lost yourself in that job, you lose a job. You get the life sucked out of you if you didn't have something else to make you feel valuable. And that's where church is good, because we're supposed to love on you when you come into church. We're supposed to make you feel valuable.
Yes, yes.
Right.
And we will have people to pray with you, to help you get through this painful part.
And
of
people
life.
to let you know that it's okay to have life. Life has good and life has bad. And it's good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. Life is life.
I listen to Andy Stanley a lot on Sunday mornings. I really do. I like his message. And I remember when my husband passed away, one of the things I heard him say was, it takes you one whole year to find out who that new you will be, whether it's a divorce, whether it's a loss or whatever. And I was so glad to hear that, because when you have experienced what you described that Monica may have been going through, where she may have been in a house where people a man he was just there in the house, he never acknowledged her.
Yeah, because some men think as long as they paying some bills, that's all they're supposed to do.
But it's
That's
so much
what
more
they
than
believe.
that. So much more
So
than
much
that.
more.
That's
Relationship.
exactly right.
Relationship.
So she had a tough loss with the prior experiences that she had. I had a tough loss from the loss of someone that I loved dearly and who loved me dearly. And so you are vulnerable, very vulnerable. And someone said to me one time, "Ooh, girl, every time you turn around, somebody's going to be in your driveway when you get home." I said, "Not my driveway. Not the driveway where I pay the cost to be the boss. No way." And so we have to be very cognizant of that. And what Jalen did was he gave Monica surface love, but it went deep into her bones.
Yes.
And
usually that's the way we are as women. We take things deeply.
But he paid her with counterfeit
Of course.
bills. What he was saying, there was no substance to it. It didn't have nothing to back it up.
Substance. And she thought it meant a lot because he was posting pictures of them together online, and she thought that was real, that was somehow genuine.
Yes.
But at some point, okay, when she started paying all these bills, I mean,
The first $1 that I had to spend would have been a problem for me.
Yes. If we going out to dinner, and he looks at me and said, "You paying?" No. What? No, we didn't come here for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see where the man is coming. They always told me if a man pull out his wallet, then he think a lot about it.
Yeah. What Ray Charles said, turn my pockets inside out.
Okay, we're going to hold it right there and come back to you because, we can go on and on with it because you've experienced loss at some point in time in your life. If not you, someone that you love and cherish dearly has experienced that. So stay right there and we're coming back to you.
Wow. Welcome back to Faith with Flavors. We are just having so much fun and we're laughing here because we understand that, there are a lot of people out there like Monica, who has been through something, and before they are healed from one relationship, they find themselves in another. Wow. And it is hard if we don't take care of ourselves, ladies, going forward in life, and after painful situations, take time to heal, completely heal, so to learn to love you.
Tell us how we take care of ourselves.
We can do things like, okay, I know, first of all, I need God's help.
Okay.
The Lord's help. I can't do this thing by myself.
Okay.
When I'm hurt and broken like that, I got to pray. I got to tell God, I need your help. I can't do this by myself. I've been hurt. I'm hurting so bad, day in, day out. I don't want to get up out the bed. The blinds are closed, and I don't want no visitors. I don't want to talk to anyone. And before you know, you're maybe become in a depressive state of mind, and you just stop taking care of you. Stop loving you, forgiving those things which are behind you, and looking and pressing forward to those things which are before you. It takes a while. You didn't fall in love overnight, and you ain't gonna fall out of love overnight. It takes time.
It does, and we laughing about it today, but we weren't always laughing. We had our hearts broken a time or two, and there are times when you feel like you in a hole that you don't think you might crawl out of. Your voice has been taken away from you. You don't even feel like you can scream for help. Yes. You just feel silenced and pushed aside sometime in life. If you give people that power.
Right.
But you're never a victim unless you allow it. You can be victimized, you can be targeted, you can be treated bad, but you become a victim when you accept that is your reality. And that's not your reality. That's not what God intended for you. When He created you, He meant you to live in joy, in peace, and to have the fullness of life. So anybody trying to rob you, whether it's your purse, or your personality, or your faith, or your livelihood.
I like that.
Whatever they're trying to steal from you, they came from the devil, because God came to give abundance.
Yes.
Ooh.
Overflow. He come to give love.
Yes.
Real love. Genuine, unconditional love.
And that's priceless. Don't give that up for nobody or nothing.
And
trust
you shouldn't pay for it, like paying somebody's phone bills, paying their rent, and paying car repairs and things of that nature for someone that...
I'm telling you. Somebody that doesn't deserve it. I had a lady, nice lady I worked with, told me, she said, dating is easy for you. You pretty. You don't have to pay for nothing. I said, what are you talking about? You don't have to pay for anything either. If a man invites you out on a date, he's going to treat you to dinner. She said, no, I'm not pretty like you. I have to cook. I have to buy the groceries. I said, no, you don't have to do that. You have accepted that. But there's some nice man that will appreciate you. Stop doing that for those people who don't appreciate you.
Wow.
Stop allowing yourself to be the victim and stop allowing someone to make you a victim.
Exactly.
Love on yourself because you teach people how to treat you.
Do I tell you what? I call on the Lord to fight my battles, but when He fight on my behalf, just like Terminator Mama was fighting on the behalf of her son to save the future. God is fighting on my behalf just like that to save my future, and I'm going to let Him fight for me.
Now, isn't that good? And you really have to learn how to do that. And it's not easy. It really isn't. But you just have to take and have a woosah moment and ease back into things and not be victimized, because it's very easy for you to become that way. And just know that we love you, and tell us what you did when you went through something like Monica went through. How did you handle it? How did you know you were going through that?
Yes.
Comment in the comment line and tell us what
Yes.
you did when you were going through that.
How did you handle it? And if you're not handling it, just know we're not victim blaming.
Right.
Yes.
We are here to support you, and we want you to get whatever help you need to help you walk back into the light.
That's
Yes,
true.
yes.
I like that.
And we're going to wrap this session up, and we're moving in, but don't you go anywhere. Comment, because I know you have gone through this. You've been a purse.
Yes.
Talk about what you did to close your pocketbook. Let us know in the comment line.
Help a sister out.
Yes.
Help a sister out.
Help us, sister out. Yes, we are still laughing here, and we hope you are enjoying this program. We really do. We were just talking about Monica and Jalen, and we're getting ready to wind those two up. But if you ever had a situation like that, and you've been through that type of hurt and pain, or divorce, or loss, or whatever, give it to God. Because
Yes.
nobody can do you like Jesus can. He wants to love on you. So give him the opportunity to do just that. And Terry's, any words you want to say about Monica and Jalen?
I just want to say to all the Monicas of the world, when you feel like you want to do like Angela Bassett and Waiting to Exhale, when you feel like you want to do like some other movies that I won't mention the names, but take drastic measures. One of them had something about a burning bed. Don't do that.
Don't burn the car up.
No, don't burn the car. Don't burn the bed.
Wow.
As Lois said, I really, sometimes the first thing always is prayer. But sometimes the only thing you should do is prayer. Because when you're in the emotion of feeling hurt, you can do some things that you regret. And we are human. We are human. When you feel powerless is when sometimes you want to do what your mind or what other people will tell you. And that's when you need a good girlfriend. You need somebody that's going to tell you when it's time to pull back. When it's time, let's go out and have some fun. Let's go eat. Let's go to the movies. Let's go to the spa. Let's do something. Get your mind off of that, because we can go down a rabbit hole.
That's true.
Real quick if we think too long on the wrong things. The scripture says think on whatever's lovely. And so we are not in any way, because we are laughing, we're not in any way diminishing the seriousness of your situation.
Not.
But we hope that when we laugh, you laugh with
You
us,
laugh with
because laughter is medicine
It's
for the
medicine.
soul.
I think about the song, Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus.
Amen.
He's my friend.
He's my friend.
And so if you don't have a friend, you do have a friend, because that word is your friend. And there's no certain way to talk to the Lord. You just talk to him like you would talk to a best friend.
That's true.
And he will hear you, and he will come to your rescue. That's what you have to remember. There's no specific way. There's no perfect way to go. Just go.
Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we did not carry everything to God in prayer.
That's exactly right.
Thank you for watching us here on Faith with Flavors. Again, I'm Lois.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Terry.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
We're back. We've talked about the purse situation and what happened in that. And now we're going to come to you and talk to you about the nurse. And Terry's going to read a narrative, and we're going to talk about this nurse situation. Take it away, Terry.
All right, I'm going to read it because I want to make sure you get all these juicy details. We have two characters in this story about the nurse. Harold Whitmore is 68 years old, and Denise Carter has befriended him. Harold was 68 and had spent all his younger years dating younger women after his second divorce. So, second divorce. Wow. He loved the excitement of these beautiful young women, the fancy dinners, the way, the compliments and the attention, and the ladies like that kind of stuff, but men like it too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now.
And he liked being seen with these beautiful women. because it made him feel younger than his age. And of course, he had to let the boys see, like, I got it going on. Mm-hmm. And so the only thing about these relationships had no depth. And one relationship after another faded quickly. Most of the younger women enjoyed him while he was traveling. Oh. They enjoyed him while he was spending his money. They enjoyed him while he was full of energy. But none of that lasted very long. Wonder why. Regardless, now Harold has a lifestyle change when he suffered a mild stroke. When I say a lifestyle change, suddenly life changed. He could no longer drive comfortably at night. That put the party into an end. His health became unpredictable. He grew quieter. Now, he ain't not the life of the party anymore. He got more emotional. He's in his feelings. The younger women he had been dating slowly stopped answering his calls.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
One of the young ladies even had the nerve to say to a friend, I didn't sign up to be somebody's caretaker.
Ooh.
Nice. I think it's caregiver. Caretaker is the person that mans the cemetery. So we know how she really felt.
Well, he was dead.
In more ways than one, but he was still breathing. Months later, Harold reconnected with Denise Carter, a 62-year-old woman he had known years earlier through the church. It's amazing how when life takes us down, we talk bad about church sometimes, but when life takes us down, we find our way back. And the church doesn't leave, thank God.
Amen.
Denise was calm, compassionate, wise, and well-grounded. She checked on him after hearing about his illness. Come on, ladies, comment. Have you ever called dude and just say, I heard you were feeling under the weather, just calling to check on you, not meaning a bit of harm in the world, just trying to be the good Christian woman. We do that sometimes. So, at first, Harold had gotten lonely, so he was just happy to have somebody to talk to. Denise would sometimes bring him over some soup. That's what we Christian women do. We bring you some food. She remind him to take his medication. And she would sit with him during the doctor's appointments. Over time, Harold realized something very uncomfortable for him to acknowledge. For years, all he had done was chase pretty women. He wanted beauty and excitement in his life.
Wow.
But now, spending this time with Denise, he realized what he really wanted was peace, loyalty, comfort, and genuine companionship. Companionship is what he really, he missed that. And one evening, he looked over to Denise and he quietly admitted, I have spent so much time wanting somebody pretty on my arm. Mm-hmm. I never realized how valuable someone caring beside me really was. And he's doing good. He's doing good right here. But in that season of life, he wasn't looking for a trophy anymore. He was looking for a nurse, someone who would stay when life stopped being glamorous. But I got a little problem with brother here. I spent so much time wanting somebody pretty on my arm. If my name is Denise, what you saying? I'm not pretty? I've been sitting with your rusty self at these doctor's appointments, bringing you soup, doing all this for you. Now, I'm going to tell you, I can strike an attitude real quick. I don't like him now. If I told my girlfriend that somebody said that to me, they'd be like, I don't like him. I don't have nothing to do with him. What would your friends say if you were Denise? and he was a Harold.
We're wrapping it up, and we're coming back to you for the next part of this nurse piece here, because it's wild. It is very wild.
We gonna talk about that.
Hold me down, sisters. Hold me down.
Welcome back to Faith with Flavors. We're still talking about that nurse, and I think Terry got a little personal there, right there.
I think I'm sensitive.
She was passionate about it.
Yeah, so sensitive to being taken advantage of.
And if you've been that nurse, tell us how you felt being that nurse and how you worked your way out of not being that nurse.
And we're basically talking to probably about our age, 50-ish over, and it could happen to anyone.
Yeah, it could
you
be
know what I'm
younger.
saying? It could be younger, but generally, it usually it was the pretty girls he was taking out, and they probably were younger. And
the
here
pretty
he
girls
is,
spent all the money.
and they spent all the money. Now that is just downright dirty. You 68 years old, and you're running around here with younger women, spending all your money. And then all of a sudden, knowing very well, more than likely, if it was various women, then they probably didn't really care in that way for you. It was for the things that you had, or the things you were doing for them.
Well, what happened was the same thing that happens on social media things, that they prey on someone. And they start off by asking how you doing, telling you real nice things about yourself, making you feel good. And then that sixth question comes in is, can you send me?
Can you
So
see?
it's the same thing here with Harold Whitmore and Denise Carter. Same thing.
But see, y'all gonna find out, if you don't already know, that I love music, and I got a song theme track to my life. Everything makes me think about a song. And in the movie Dreamgirls, there's a song that they sing that said, "Fake your way to the top." Harold was faking his way to the top when he was dating these young women.
And those young women were shaking their money makers.
Oh yeah, and he was impressing the guys. Like all the guys know I'm the man. I'm not a man, but I seen enough men that y'all pasta for each other. And I know this podcast is probably going to attract more women, but we want some men to watch too, because what we saying, you can learn something too. And we're not attacking you.
No,
it just happened to be in this scenario. Harold was a guy, and he was attracting gold diggers. He might have been a little bit of gold digger himself now that he don't have any money anymore. But the thing about it is, when we do things for the wrong reasons, we're never going to be satisfied with the results.
That's true.
We have to maintain our integrity in our dealings with people, whether it's romance, whether it's going in business, whether it's in the church. You can't just use people for your benefit. There's
so
a thing called reciprocity.
Yes.
I read a book one time, and I can't quote this author because I don't remember the name, but it said, when it was talking about the value of networking, the value of community, the value of relationships, it said it's okay to use people as long as you don't throw them away when you get done with them. If you're going to use somebody's connections to help you with your endeavor, then you need to be ready to do the same for them. The golden rule: treat people as you would have them to treat you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
I even add to that. I say, I call it the platinum rule: do unto others as you would have them to do unto you if they knew better.
If they knew better.
If they knew better. Because, because you can do, when you know better, you do better.
You do better. That is true.
I'll go above and beyond, and sometimes people look at me and like, you doing too much. And I look at myself and say the same thing sometimes if it's not being appreciated.
I'm looking at Harold here. Okay, it said that he's had started dating these younger women after his second divorce. Well, maybe Harold wanted to sow his oats. Maybe he had been stuck. He felt stuck in those two marriages, and now all of a sudden he wants to kind of like do his thing, run around, whatever. I don't know.
At his age, it was oatmeal.
60.
Wow.
Terry's.
I'm in rare form today. We might have to cut some things.
Yeah, that's okay. No, we're not cutting this. This is good. This is real. But this is the way we feel about it. You know what I'm saying? A man that's 68 years old and starts taking all his... Now, you can do whatever you want to. It's your money. You worked all those years. That's your
exactly
money.
right.
You can spend it however you choose to. But, you know, it's sad that you do all of that, go out there and spend all your money on young women. And then when the situation turns itself around, you have a stroke. And now, where are all those people you spent all your money on? They're gone.
And that was,
And
a big
resort
question
back-
for me.
Yes. Now you resort back to the lady, the older lady, you know what I'm saying, that he should have been, considering all along. Why? She wasn't pretty enough. She wasn't what? She wasn't
She
energetic
wasn't
enough. She
exciting.
wasn't exciting enough.
The
at
young
that
girls
time.
were exciting,
And-
and they looked good for the pictures.
And what happened in Harold's two marriages that made him begin to behave the way he started to behave? Something happened. Something in his prior experiences with two marriages.
Maybe he was behaving that way the whole while, and
That's
and,
true.
and marriage is not going to work if you seeking external
Something external.
gratification.
There you go.
It takes two to make it work and one to ruin it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
That's when you know you don't have an answer. You'll go, woo. But he suffered the stroke. And then he turned to Denise, someone that he did know formerly. You know what I'm saying? And she comes and fills that space of a nurse.
That void.
That void, that person that comes there and sees out there and take care of him. You know what I'm saying? Now he's broke. He's broke and he is sick.
Well, sometimes we as women, we do feel sorry for people. And I kind of struggle with that, feeling sorry for somebody, because I think that's a function of ego that we can talk about when we come back from our break.
There you go.
Yes, we are nurturers by nature,
By
but we're going to
nature.
come back and talk to you about that. Don't go anywhere. Comment in the comment box when you go to look at this, what you like, what you would do differently. We'll be right back.
Yes, and we're back now, and I'm still laughing about this. But I was reading that one of the young ladies made this comment. She said, I didn't sign up to be somebody's caretaker or caregiver, as Terry was pointing out. That's so sad. He done spent all this money on you and took you to fine restaurants and did
And
all
all
these
he was
things.
a purse.
That's
Just
a choice that he made. That's a choice that he made.
That was his choice.
That's exactly right.
So you get what you get.
You can't blame
But
a
then
sister.
when we revisit Denise, we as Christians are supposed to have compassion for people.
I agree with that.
She may just generally be a nice person. She may not want anything from her, or doesn't seem like she does. But when I say, feeling sorry for people is a function of ego, I feel like I should always be caring and compassionate toward situations. But when I start feeling sorry for you, I feel like I've gotten out of place.
Yes.
Because I've in some kind of way elevated myself to where now you're pitiful and I'm powerful. So I try, if you hear me talk and I say, well, I don't feel sorry for somebody, it's not that I don't care about their situation. What I feel my role in as a Christian woman is to empower people, to help people find from within themselves the strength of God, the love of God, the grace of God, the things that God has made them uniquely, so that when they come through this situation, nobody feels sorry for them. Everyone sees that they are not a victim, they are a survivor. I wish Harold the best, but Harold's got a lot of growth to do.
Harold
Yes,
has some
he
things
does.
that he needs to work on,
Yes.
and as a Christian, when we go through those things, or individuals who have a relationship with the Lord, you know that if you are in it, He's going to get you through it. And the question becomes, what do you have to do in the meantime? Because there's always an in the meantime.
That's true. That's true. And I
While
was
we
looking-
waiting,
Yeah, while we
everybody
waiting.
tell you, wait on the Lord,
Wait on the Lord.
and that's good advice. We should wait on the Lord. But when the Lord speak, we should listen.
There you go.
That's the hard part for a lot of us.
Yeah, because he tells us what we don't want to hear sometimes, but the truth is the truth. This is truth. No matter who's saying it and when it's said, the truth is always
Well,
the
they say
truth.
the truth hurts.
Yes.
It can. That's why we work so hard to try to find the right words when we're having to have those difficult conversations.
But you know, it's saying that Harold was 68.
Right.
And now after the stroke, he seeks peace and loyalty and comfort. But at 68, shouldn't you be seeking that anyway instead of running around with young women and doing these things that you should have done in your younger years?
Maybe when he had the health scare, it kind of gave him a dose of reality.
Maybe so.
Something jogged him to say, oh, I can't keep going and doing what I'm doing.
Well, I can understand if he was during his midlife crisis type age. But here he is 68, and you're still trying to act like you're still young.
Yeah. We expect, what we call middle age. He's a senior now.
He's a senior.
He is in a stage where wisdom
Should've
is
kicked
really
in.
important. And he's almost 70 and he's finding it. But, life would have been easier if he had
Start to slow down.
started earlier, with
Use wisdom.
with his walk with the Lord.
Life would have been easier had he chosen someone younger who really truly cared about him.
Right.
Well, he probably had that stroke hanging out with all them young women.
Well, side effects of choices and
that
other
stroke.
Things. Other things.
Oh.
So
set your priorities where
Yes.
you take care of yourself.
It
is. Marketing will get you to buy anything or buy into any idea, but set your priorities on things that are profitable for you to show that you're a wise man.
And as it said in one of the books I've read, begin with the end in mind, knowing that you're not going to be where you are in that beginning always. It's going to be an ending. So how do you want that your end to be? You are in charge of all of that.
Yes.
We're going to come back to you. More talk about the nurse. Stay with us.
You want to take it, Terry?
All right, we are back to finish up our conversation about the nurse. Harold and Denise, it's wonderful that God sent a friend when Harold needed one.
Amen to that.
It is a testimony to his goodness that just like the prodigal son, while he was out there having a good time with all the people who weren't thinking about what his father's business was about, he came to himself and he decided, I can go back home.
Yes.
And my father may let me be one of his servants. And his father took him back in and welcomed him and restored him. I hope Harold truly has had an epiphany that not only does he need to treat women with more respect and not objectify them for his own gratification.
Regardless of their age.
Right.
Regardless.
And that he pray and thank God for a friend like Denise, even if she's not interested in being his wife or girlfriend. He's definitely been getting some good benefits from her friendship of kindness and food and just someone to talk to. And sometimes that's a really great gift when somebody gives you the gift of their time. Don't rush through life. Appreciate people who are kind enough to give you a moment.
I love that.
Because he's at an age where time spent with people is very important.
It is.
You don't have that set of friends that you may have had when you were in your 40s, your 30s, your 20s. Your friendship circle possibly has shrunk some.
Yeah.
So friendship is very valuable, and I think he's beginning to evolve and realize that.
And that was always a question in the back of my mind about him. Where are his buddies? Where are his guys? I know men that have very good relationship with their friends, and they take each other to the doctor. They call each other every day, go fishing.
Do different things.
They have hobbies in common, and they do things. So, where are the guys? Was he so busy trying to impress them and be the big guy in the group that he missed out on their friendships?
That's a strong possibility.
Yes. So we are so grateful that you stayed with us, and we hope that we have said something to inspire you, motivate you, or just to kind of like perk your interest. So we're asking you to please subscribe And please comment. We want to know what you feel and how you feel about the nurse and the purse. If you ever been a nurse or if you ever been a purse.
There you go. That's what I was going to ask. Tell us.
Again,
Tell
help
us.
somebody out, you know.
Right.
We overcome by the word sometimes of somebody else's testimony.
That's exactly
All
right.
right now. I'm Lois.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Terry.
See you next time.
Bye.